process. They think you're a joke. Trust the process. Feel no hope. Trust the process. Helpless and broke. Trust the process. About to give up. No. Trust the process. I make music to empower the people. It's time to wake up. Stop acting like sheep. No need for the shepherd in the herd. I'm not the walking dead. I ain't concerned. Never influenced or even amused, so you can keep it conservative and liberal views. Beats, rhymes, rhythm, life. Second time around, I settled the score twice. First act, Son G thought was the best. Turned out he wasn't, I laid him the rest. Rolo's here now to build the foundation. Rolo verse 2, chapter 12, Revelations. My lyrical scriptures remind you of the good book.
Hey folks, how's it going? This is Rolo here, and welcome back to Rolo Runs the City, and this is episode 7 of season 4. And we are grateful that you guys are here. We're grateful for your viewership, your listenership. We're definitely grateful for everything. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter or Instagram at Rolo Runs the City, or you can check out my website, RoloRunsTheCity.com. And if you're on YouTube, feel free to subscribe. Rolo Runs the City. Hit that bell notification so then that way every time we drop a video, y'all know about it. Well, anyway, without further ado, we're getting on with this show. And today's show topic is something that's just definitely interesting when it comes to on how people operate. Why do we live outside of our means? And the reason why I wanted to choose this topic is because I've noticed in general that everybody is putting out more than what they're bringing in. And, you know, obviously we're talking about money, you know, where, you know, credit cards have become more of the norm as if they were included into the budget. And it's not, you know, it's borrowed money, but people just tend to keep on swiping away, and they'd rather pay a certain percentage and run up a credit card bill to almost 20 grand as opposed to, you know, using their own cash, because we all know cash is king. But anyway, I believe the answer is simple. It's defiance. Okay? Why do we live outside of our means? Defiance. Okay? We want to be defiant at all costs. Okay? We don't want anyone or anything to be the boss of us. Let's just be quite honest with the situation. The hell with being told what to do, right? Wrong. We will always be our own worst enemy if we're defiant. Too much of anything is no good, like having uncontrollable or just to like indulge in sweets, or even working out without proper rest and recovery. You know, that's definitely something that could be a detriment the other way as well. Discipline would simply allow us to live life on our own terms, as opposed to being a victim of circumstance, which is what many of us put ourselves through by living outside of our means. It's like, oh man, it's like, 'cause this is just the way life is. No, it's not the way life is. Is that you lack discipline, you want to be defiant. Now you are becoming the product of your own bad choices. You know, many of us would rather borrow and let interest accumulate instead of saving, increasing our income so we can make a purchase that we're able to pay in full. And the reason why I say that is because we've gotten so accustomed to borrowing, whether it be, you know, paying for a car or buying a house. Like, it's like, oh, that's okay. Well, you know, we've got to pay for something. But it's like, at the same token, it's like, yeah, of course we got to pay for something, but why don't we do our due diligence and put money away so then that way we can actually pay this in full, or increase your income so then that way you don't have to be continuing to put yourself on that percentage limbo of having to pay somebody back. You know, many people have their reasons on why they don't want to, you know, pretty much play the waiting game when it comes to, you know, with their purchases. And they would always consider all of their reasons to be valid no matter what it is. Okay? They want it now, no matter how much interest they want to pay. They work hard, they're deserving. Well, my friend, I just gotta put it this way. You know, everyone is deserving. So just because so-and-so got it, you gotta get it too. And it's just the typical keeping up with the Joneses mentality, you know? And absolutely one of my least favorite things is YOLO, you only live once. You know what I mean? As if tomorrow never came. And guess what? When mañana gets here, I'm telling you, you just screwed yourself. Let's just put it that way, man. Stop being defiant. Become disciplined. Because if you do, you exercise absolute true freedom when you walk. You know? A lot of people, they just have this you only live once mentality, and so-and-so got it, I want it too, and they're trying to keep up with the Joneses. I mean, it's not the way to live. It really isn't. And then on top of that, you know, you have people that they feel like they're well-deserved. Well, you know, I deserve this. And what they don't understand is, like, you're deserving to what? To kick yourself in the balls? You know? And it's hard at, you know, life is just hard as is to become your worst, you know, for you to become your own worst enemy. It's really not the way to go. And the way I look at stuff, and it's just it is what it is. We can agree to disagree, whatever way you want to put it. You know, roll with it. But for me, I'm just a firm believer that if you're going to do something, right, and you're going to do something that's going to hurt yourself, it's like recognize what you're doing. See, a lot of people don't realize that they're becoming their own worst enemy because they think that they're actually helping themselves. Like right now, if I go out right now and say, okay, I want to buy, you know, I got a couple vehicles, right? But I say right now, if I'm like, I want to go out and buy me a slingshot. Slingshot's about 45 grand, right? Oh, I want to go buy a slingshot. Well, I deserve it. I just want to roll. And besides, you know, my man Dan got one. Dan got a slingshot. I want a slingshot too. I deserve it. I'm deserving. I gotta have it now. Or better yet, if I ain't got the money for the slingshot. And I'm just like, oh, well, what's the percentage on that? Oh, 8%? Oh, that's nothing. That's pretty good. Oh, 8%. 8% of 45 grand. That's a lot of money. So the whole point is that not only are we defiant, but we feel that we're entitled to things, when in reality, we haven't even scratched the surface on deserving on getting it. And then they say, oh, you only live once. As if tomorrow ain't coming. Tomorrow gets here and you screwed yourself. I mean, it's the honest to God truth. So, in order to exercise absolute freedom, you must have discipline. If you're disciplined enough, you're not giving more than you should away for what you want, you know, and you're just going about things the right way. I mean, I don't even know how to put it. I'm not going to even try to be complicated. I mean, it's simple, you know. Be disciplined in all your actions and go ahead and watch and reap the benefits, man. I mean, look at the discipline tree grow and get all the fruit that you can from it, because that discipline tree is going to grow and that fruit's going to keep coming because of the disciplined nature that comes from that tree. You know, when you're over here and you're like, oh, well, you know, oh, I deserve this, and oh, I deserve to have that, and you have that mentality, you already lost, man. You know, you'll live a sorry existence the rest of your life. Am I trying to badger anybody? Am I trying to make people feel bad about themselves and the decisions that they're making? Of course, that is not my intention. That is not what I'm doing, and that's what this podcast is not about. We're about positive energy. We're about bettering ourselves and doing things that need to get done, you know, in order to achieve what we want to achieve. But at the same token, if you don't tell yourself the ugly truth, then who's going to tell you? You know? Because your yes men and women ain't going to do it for you. They're going to make you seem like everything is okay and nothing is okay. You have to put this together. You have to do what needs to get done. You need to execute at the highest level. And the only way that you can do it is be truthful to yourself. Look at the man and woman in the mirror and say, what do we need to go ahead and focus on and fix? It's the only way you're going to move forward. But anyway, that's my time for this week. Anywho, feel free to hit me up. Like I said, my social media, Twitter, Instagram at Rolo Runs the City, or check out RoloRunsTheCity.com, and feel free to subscribe to the channel, man. You already know what it is. It's Rolo, and this is the Rolo Runs the City podcast. Take care. Godspeed. Become the GOAT. Never a sheep. Don't sleep on your dreams. Peace.